So I get out of my car, I run into the motorway services, and I go to the urinals, and there's nobody there. I've got the run of the place, okay? So I go on the far right. I pick the far right-hand urinal, and I've done that because I know if somebody comes in, they'll go far left because of the rules. So I'm peeing here, minding my own business. And in my peripheral vision, I notice a gentleman come in. And he does everything I'm expecting him to do. He doesn't say a word to me because of rule number 1. And he takes his place at the far left-hand urinal exactly as anticipated. But what I didn't see is that he wasn't on his own. He was with his son, a child. He was with a child, okay? I didn't see the child because he was obscured from my vision, and the boy was peeing at a lower down urinal that I didn't even know was there. So I thought it was just me and his dad. I didn't realize the kid was there. So when his dad spoke out loud to his kid, which is a totally normal thing for a father to do, I thought he was breaking rule number 1 and talking to me. And it was quite disturbing. So he's peeing over there, I'm peeing over here, and he just goes, right, now shake it like a good boy. I don't know if I can fully explain to you the fear that washed over my body at this time. I thought, there's a lunatic, I have to run. My brain is saying, get out, run for your life, save yourself. But my body was paralyzed with fear. And I found myself being quite submissive. I did as I was told. I'm ashamed to admit. But I shook it like a good boy. Then he said, now put him away. And I did, I put him away. I hadn't finished, I peed my pants a bit. Then he said, now wash your hands and then come and hold daddy's. I nearly threw up with fear. But as I turned, I saw the kid and I thought, oh my God, he's talking to his child. And I immediately found it hilarious. And I don't know why I did this. I told him, why did I do that? I told him about it. We were washing our hands and I broke the rules. I was like, you know when you said, shake it like a good boy? I thought you were talking to me. He just held his son's hand and went, rule number 1, never talk to strangers in toilets. So the winter's drawing in. It's over. The summer was over. We never even had a summer. It was so depressing. Nothing happened, except there was a lot of rain, a great deal of rain. More rain ever since records began. Yes. Not that we have any idea what that means. There was this strange period in history with no records at all. People would leave their homes and go, it feels slightly different to yesterday. Is anybody writing this down? And then after a period of time, somebody said, enough's enough, I will write this down. I would like to announce that records have begun. That first day must have been quite a record-breaking day, don't you think? It's the hottest, wettest, windiest day since records began! This morning, I've only just started. I think it's about the wind as well, on the weather. Who cares about the wind? Could it be a stiff northeasterly breeze? I'm not sailing to work. I don't give a shit. People see that and go, I'll leave slightly later with the tailwind. I'll be there in half the time. Woo-hoo! Then the clocks are going to change. Nobody knows when the clocks are going to change. They change on a Saturday night. Nobody knows it's going to happen. Everybody the same every Saturday night, every year. They don't know which way or what's going on. You only find out about it late on Saturday night. You overhear somebody, excuse me, what was that? The clocks, they change. When? Tonight? Oh! Darling, the clocks, which way? They go back. Is that the good one? How many years do we need to be alive before we know when they change and which way? An extra hour! Woohoo! The only thing we can look forward to, ladies and gentlemen, in this winter is snow. It's the only thing that gets us through, because the weather's terrible, but snow is the holy grail. Nothing beats snow. And normally, we get one day of snow. And you've got to hope that it snows overnight. so you can be snowed in. Earlier this year, it snowed in the middle of the day. You don't want that. I was waiting for my bus, and where I live, there's no tube. You have to wait for the bus. The buses actually originate there. The bus is already there. So it's even more frustrating. I'm waiting for the driver. We've got everything we need. We're looking for people. Can you drive this thing? And that's when the snow came. Amazing, instantly landing snow. The best of snow. I mean, the most unbelievable snow. And then I realized, oh my God, I could get snowed out. This is not what I need. The driver shows up. And he says, ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you, due to the chaos on the roads, it's been snowing 8 seconds at this point. We're cancelling the bus. There will be no running of this service. And we're like, well, hang on a minute. We bought our tickets. What are we going to do? How are we supposed to get home? There's no way to get home. What are we going to do? And he said, don't shout at me. I actually live at the other end of this bus route. I take this bus home, and then I'm relieved by another driver. And we're like, this is a very interesting development. How are you going to get home? He said, well, there's only one thing to do. Walk. It's the only way we can get home. It's the only way at all. I'm like, fine, okay. So we walked the bus route, led by the driver. We came to the first stop. We had to tell the people waiting, there's no bus. And they joined our imaginary bus. It was getting bigger and bigger. I looked behind us, I could see the next imaginary bus. Not a bus, just people walking. And it was catching up fast, because no one to pick up from the stops. And the driver saw this as well, and he turned around. He said, when we get to the next stop, don't tell them anything. Keep walking, they can get on the next one. I thought this was one of the funniest things that ever happened to me. I said to the woman walking next to me, I said, this is hilarious. We're on an imaginary bus. There's a driver. There are old people walking. This is funny, right? And I thought we were on the same wavelength, but now I remember I was doing most of the talking, because she said, I'd love to chat, but this is my stop. She got out of an actual bus stop and then walked in the direction we had just come from. And the mainstay of any meal will be salt and pepper. Salt and pepper are so phenomenally successful in the herb and spice arena. They arrogantly sit on the table, knowing that whatever you want to prepare, you will require one of us. Either myself or my dear friend Pep. Isn't that right? Right you are, Sultan. You've been keeping busy? Oh, breakfast this morning, I was all over that. But there are other herbs and spices, oregano, thyme, rosemary, cumin, paprika. They're all lined up in the cupboard, waiting. Sometimes the cupboard door opens, they see salt and pepper on the table. Look at them, the bastards. What have they got? What have they got that we don't have? I just don't get it. I don't get it either, neither do I. I can't even see them from here. What do they look like? You ever been out of the cupboard, cumin? Once, I think, for bolognese. They said it was an experiment. That was in 1992. I don't think it worked. But I remain hopeful. What about you, Sage? You ever been out of the cupboard? I actually used to live with them at their old house, and then they moved me here and put me back in this cupboard. No. What about you, Paprika? I fell out once. They just put me back in the wrong way round. 7 years I was like this. Every day I pray for it to be goulash day. But it is never goulash day. I've still got the plastic on my head. Why the fuck did they buy me? I don't understand it. What about you? Who are you on the end? My name is Five Spies. You ever been out of the cupboard, Five Spies? I am no one spies. I am Five Spies. I am 5 times as good as all of you. Yes, but have you ever been out of the cupboard? I have been using recipes for thousands of years. But have you ever been out of this cupboard? No. So, excuse me, sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt all this nonsense. Tired of listening to all your whining, because the fact is, I have been in this cupboard for longer than all of you put together. Sorry, who are you? John West, tuna. Nice to meet you. This is my wife, Tin Salmon. I was going to tell you about my private life. I've had some good news recently, is that I've got... my wife has always had a dream, okay, to own a little place in the countryside. And it became my dream when she told me about it every day for 10 years. And recently, I bought a little place in the countryside for us. Beautiful little place. It's very remote, very isolated, very private, rolling hills. It's surrounded by a farm. It's not our farm, but it's just lovely. We didn't tell the children we were getting it. It was the most magical day when we first moved in, and we were standing outside, all of us, my children running around in the fields. They couldn't believe it, giggling, and the sun going down, and my wife and I holding hands, going, "We did it. It's amazing. I'm so happy." And tears. It was beautiful. And lovely little animals, little birds, because you don't see lice birds in London. You know, in London we have pigeons, sort of suicidal pigeons, sort of come in front of the car, just look at you, kill me, end my life, it's not worth it. And they just fly off at the last second. I don't even have the guts to end it. Because in the country, all these multicoloured birds coming out of the woods, like they were welcoming us to the country, making lovely noises. Like they were saying, "Hello, welcome, thank you for coming." Wife holding hands, children running around, lovely. Then the sun went down completely. Absolute total darkness. Pitch black, terrified. We all both looked at where we thought we were. Darling, are you there? I can't even see you. We should go to London. We can't do this, can we? We can't do this. Where are the children? Children! And it was like all those lovely daytime animals were instantly replaced by the night shift animals. Noises from birds I've never heard before. Sinister sounds. I actually Googled what bird sounds like a child screaming in the woods. Seriously. There was just this... That with the... My whole family holding hands in a 360, edging to where we hoped the house was. Into the neighbour's field. And foxes. In London, when you see a fox, you see it for a second and you just go, "Oh look, there's a fox," and then it disappears, like into thin air. In the country, you hear the noises they make. They make this vile sort of, like they're vomiting violently. There was this fox just walking towards us. That with the... Cats on heat. Is there a more sinister sound out there than a cat sort of whining? If only women were like this, how much easier would my teenage years have been? Have you met Beverly? I think Beverly's up for it. I think you're right, Dave. Leave me to it. Finally, we made it into the house. You know, people in the country, they say things like, "We never lock our doors in the country." Are you joking? I was putting furniture in front of the door. I opened the curtains to see what it was like. There was a fox in my face. Oh my God, it's getting worse. Because the fear is someone's going to break in the night. What are you going to do if someone breaks in the countryside? In London, you tell them where you live, you tell them your road, your postcode, the number, then the police will come to your house. In the country, people say things like, "Ignore the postcode, that takes you to another house." Or why don't you swap postcodes with that house? Every house just has names. The glebe house, the rectory, the little cottage on the hill. I just spent my whole life giving people directions. There's a dip in the road. You'll feel it. You won't see it. You'll feel a slight dip. There's some roadkill. It used to be there. There might be some roadkill. There's a left. There's a sharp left. You think you're driving into a hedge. You've got to trust it's there. You've got to trust it's there. Then you'll be on a lane for about a mile. Then you'll come to a huge oak tree. Then you know you've gone too far. You must turn back and go back. Oh, for God's sake! You can't be saying this to the police on the phone. You might as well pass it on to the burglar. How did you find the place? Can I put you on? Do you mind? Because the onus is on us as men. This is what my wife does. Every time there's a noise in the house, she wakes me up. In bed, she's like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Coming from the kitchen, did you hear that noise? And I always deny it, even though I've heard it because I'm awake, terrified. And I said, no, it must be the wind, even though I know there's no wind in the kitchen. She always says the same thing. Go and see. Go on, go downstairs and see. I'm always like, well, that wasn't exactly the way I was going to handle this situation. I was hoping we would hide as a family and await rescue. But Michael, you're the man of the house. Yes, you're right, I am the man of the house, but what concerns me at this very moment is I think there's another man in the house. And I've decided to make him the man of the house on this occasion. But what about the children? Good idea. Send one of them. Send the older one, the 9-year-old. I have children. I have 2 children. And night-night is simply not part of the putting to bed routine. All right? I'm nowhere near night-night when I put my children to bed. This is an unrealistic interpretation of bedtime with children. All right? I start angry. I don't build to anger anymore. I used to build, now I start with 5 minutes. And then bed. Don't you mess with me tonight. 5 minutes, I'll be back here in 5 minutes on the dot. Then you're going to bed. That's just getting them into bed. Then it just carries on. Go to sleep. Don't you mess with, close your, you have to remind them how it works. Close your eyes and go to sleep. I have no idea how exhausted I am and your mother is because of this. Go to sleep. You selfish little shit. Close your eyes and go to sleep. Enough is enough. Do you know that your mother and I haven't had sex in weeks because of this? Do you know that sometimes she says to me in the afternoon, oh, maybe tonight, Michael, you'll get lucky when the kids are asleep. You're never asleep! Go to sleep! Night-night. That's pretty much how it goes. Don't get me wrong. Night-night is part of it. It's just when they're already asleep. You never love your children more than when they're unconscious but still breathing. It's a lovely moment. Look at my little man. Oh, night-night, darling. Daddy's little soldier. Oh, Daddy loves you. Darling, look what we did. Oh, look what we made. Oh, isn't he lovely? Night-night. I'm still awake, get us! This is how you raise children. It's basically, if you have children, you'll know this. If you have been a child, I'm sure you can remember. It's threats. Threats of death is the only way you can get children to do things. Put your coat on. I don't want to put my coat on. If you don't put your coat on, you'll get pneumonia and die. Sorry, Daddy. Hold Daddy's hand. I don't want to hold your hand. If you don't hold my hand, a car will hit you and you will die. Brush your teeth. I don't want to brush my teeth. If you don't brush your teeth, they'll rot and fall out. You won't be able to eat and you will die. Go to bed. I don't want to go to bed. If you don't go to bed, I will personally kill you. I've got a plan and an alibi. Ladies and gentlemen, technology is taking over. Some of it's good, some of it's not so helpful. I particularly like Google Earth. I don't know if you've been on Google Earth. It's amazing. They photographed every road in the whole world, and they've put them on Google Earth on the computer, and you can go there. You just type it in, and you go there. You drag a little man over the map, and you drop him into the road, and then you're there. You can see it. It's really amazing technology. And you sit in front of the computer and you think, I can go anywhere in the world. Where shall I go? And we all come to the same conclusion: my house. Even though you're in your house, it would be far easier just to get up, walk outside of your house, and look at your house. A live 3D image of your own building. But no, you're so excited, aren't you? First, you don't land exactly on your house. You're sort of, where is it? We have to move around. There it is. That's our house on Google Earth. Darling, come and look. Come and look. Leave the kids, they're fine in the bath. Come and look. That's our house. It's our car on Google Earth. Some technology, I think, no help whatsoever. Loos, modern public loos, I don't think they needed any updating. I think we were fine with the process. You go in, if you need to turn the light on, you turn the light on. Now they have this automatic motion sensor lighting. You come on and the light comes on. Oh, just from you moving. Which is fun at the beginning, but then when you're on the loo, the light goes off. You have to reactivate the light, so you start moving. Washing your hands. I didn't think this was dramatic. There was no issues there. Turn the tap on, yeah? Then the water flows. Once you've had enough water, you turn the tap off. That was fine. Then they didn't trust you with that, so they had the push one, where you push it, and it gives you an allocation of water. This is the amount of water we feel is enough for you to be washing your hands. But if you need more, you're quite within your rights to push again. Now, people have literally no idea how to access water from modern taps. You have lines of people doing Tai Chi trying to work it out. Do you know? You any idea? Mr. Miyagi, Of course, I don't want to bring up football too much in Manchester, because I know this is a bit of, friction. I don't want to separate people into their teams. I know you're all divided who you support. I said to my wife that, they're called Man City and Man United. And it was her, not me, okay, who pointed out they do sound like gay clubs, okay? You can't argue with it. Don't shoot the messenger. Where are you going Saturday? I'm going down Man City, yeah. Go to any of the clubs? Yeah, Man United, it's absolutely great. Hey, look, afterwards, a few of us are going down the men arena. Wanna come? I flew a couple of days ago. They've got these iris recognition scanners now in the airport for your eyes. There was an Irish man working on it. He said, would you like to step forward into the iris recognition scanner? You have scanners for recognizing Irish people? Do you not use the normal passport system? You've been losing your passports? I'm Irish. Scan me. There's green blood pumping through these veins. And I've been getting into some of your terminologies. I was coming through immigration with my passport, which is always a tense affair, isn't it? Because you don't know whether they're going to let you in. And this bloke went, "What's the story?" I have never heard this expression. It totally freaked me out. I was like, look at my wife going, we need a story to get into this country. Have you got any stories? I didn't notice anything that's a narrative. We've got some children's books. We're coming up with something. There were three little pigs. Story! I love that. You shortened it to story! In England, we just stick to, how are you? Which we normally answer with, how are you? We tend not to even answer the question. How are you? How are you? And we're fine with that. We don't question it. It's probably the only question you can answer with exactly the same question, and nobody really cares. How are you? How are you? You can't go, can you pass the salt? Can you pass the salt? That wouldn't be acceptable. So I've hired a car, I've driven around Ireland, which is thrilling, if not a little bit tense, as I'm reminded of how many people have died on every one of your roads. It doesn't make you feel better. I'm planning my journeys now to give myself statistically the best chance of survival. Do you have it on your Irish sat-navs? Would you like the fastest route or the one you might not die on? All right. Do you think that reading statistics is going to make you drive safer? If you didn't have the sign, if there was no sign on the road, this is how you would drive down the road. With the sign, you drive down it, and I've been there, and you go, ooh. So, ladies and gentlemen of Dublin, are we having a drink tonight? Are we having a drink tonight? This is what I love about Dublin. You don't mess around when it comes to your drink. There are various clues around the city that you like a drink. For example, when you're crossing the road, you have the green man, who's go, and the red man is stop. In England, we have this red man, who like this. And you know you mustn't go. You copy him. You copy him. Unless you try and walk across him. And then that would change to the green man, which means go. But in Dublin, you have an additional man. The orange man in the middle. Just to make absolutely sure. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? We're going to be crossing any moment now. I'm not going to take you from stationary to go. All right? Get ready. Go, go, go! I actually came here a month ago, and it was kind of a weird time because in England, we were going through this situation where we had this, basically, there was a killer on the loose. He was on the loose for a week, and he was hiding in the woods, and it was a very tense affair, and the whole of England, all the media, all the police in the country were focused on this one big story, and I came here at exactly the same time where Dublin, and I think this explains the differences very, very well, was focused on another story of a missing penguin. Which led to one of the weirdest conversations I've ever had in a taxi, where I sat in the taxi and the driver went, "So, do you think we'll find him?" And I was like, well, you know, I mean, they're certainly searching. I know they're all out there. But he's used to the outdoors. Yes, apparently he's a survivalist. Yes, he's a survivalist. Poor little fella. What do you mean, poor little fella? You know, he tried to murder. He tried to murder his girlfriend. Well, I didn't know that about him. He's on steroids, I haven't read up on the subject. This penguin's a lunatic. Penguin. What a fantastic story this was. So, please correct me if I'm wrong, it was a stag night, is that right? And some people broke into Dublin Zoo in the middle of the night in a taxi. The taxi was waiting. Dublin taxi drivers, we've learned not to ask questions. Could you just wait here? Are you going to the cash point? Kind of. They put the penguin into a carrier bag, and then I suppose they just couldn't stop laughing and dropped him off on O'Connell Street. They found him, didn't they? They found him and they put him back. You can imagine all the other penguins when he came back. There must have been... What's the story? Oh, it was unbelievable. I was asleep. It was asleep. Listen, shush and listen. And the next thing I know, I'm in a little bag, small bag. No, Lidl, the German shopping centre. And they just dropped me off on the corner of O'Connell Street. Were you scared? I wasn't scared. There was signs up telling me that 117 humans had died, but nothing about penguins at all. Wave of applause. Who is actually Scottish? I don't think, seriously, there is anyone more patriotic in the world than the Scots. You are tremendously patriotic. Would you agree with that? Nobody loves Scotland like you, really. It's unbelievable. I love the way that you take things that aren't Scottish and make them Scottish. Like the egg, for example. Now, we all know what eggs are. Some of you may have had eggs today. I had eggs this morning. You've taken the egg, you've put a bit of breadcrumbs on it. That's a Scotch egg.
That's our egg, eh? You don't need your English boiled eggs. You've got egg and bread and a handy testicle-shaped snack, eh? What's that you got there? Tape? Put some tartan packaging on that tape. That's Scotch tape. That's our tape. That's the best tape. None of your cello bullshit tape, eh? Every morning I wake up. A Braveheart alarm clock. Freedom! That's me up there. A couple of Scotch eggs, juggle them for a bit. Play some hopscotch, why not? Dip them in butterscotch, read the Scotsman. Have a glass of scotch, get on the Flying Scotsman, head down to London, tell them all to piss off. Yeah. Have a couple of Scotch eggs. Bit more butterscotch, maybe chat up a Scottish widow on the train. Break into the Royal Bank of Scotland, steal some Scottish money. And after a thorough investigation from Scotland Yard, get off scot-free. Can you imagine a better day? They've got their own money in Scotland. It's still the pound, but they've got their own money. We don't need your English bastard pounds. We're our own country, we'll have our own bloody money. In Wales, they don't give a shit. They take what they're given, they're not really that bothered. You don't go to Wales. Have you got a Tom Jones 20? They're not interested. You go to Scotland, we'll have our own, eh? Would you like your own currency? Yeah, it's complicated mathematically. Let's just have yours with our photos. I think that's the best way. I've always wondered if there's business news in Scotland. Do they go, oh, no, the business news, it's £1 to the pound. That's a pretty good rate, that, eh? You ever tried to use Scottish money in England? There's nothing more tense in life. When you're standing in the queue in the supermarket and you look into your wallet, £10 Royal Bank of... Oh, shit. That's normal. Hello. Hello. Beep, beep. 7.20. Here is £10 sterling. They look at it like you've just handed them a dead baby. Luckily, a Scottish person always appears at this moment. I don't know where they come from. It's like they're hiding behind the fruit, just waiting. Excuse me, I think there's a problem with the money. Excuse me, pal, I'm not buying anything, I just got to sort this out. There's a problem here. And then they use this sentence that you only ever hear at this one moment in time. It's like it's been created, invented, only for when you're using Scottish money in England. I think you'll find, pal, that's legal tender. Where does this come from? I was told before it came out that there was a gentleman who had to be moved because he couldn't fit into his seat. Now, I said, oh, can you point him out? And they said, oh, you'll see him. Now, I believe your name is Gregor Edmonds, is that right? And you're like the strongest man in history. Would that be correct?
Not quite, no.
Not quite? There's God, then there's me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Gregor Edmonds! Be honest with me, how many shredded wheat do you eat a day? No, I'm disappointed you're not in your big Highland Games gear, because I would expect you to be permanently in it. I love the kilt. Is anybody actually in a kilt tonight? It's not a special occasion, I understand that. It's not a special occasion, but I do love it. I don't really know how it was invented. I've got a sort of theory on this. I think it's basically been created to be as opposite to English people as possible. I think at some stage during history, Scottish people got together and said, all right, today we're going to design the Scot, all right? Now, the theory on this is we're going to have him as opposite to English people as is humanly possible. Right, now, I've been down there, it's not pretty. They're wearing trousers. So we're going to open with a skirt. Modelling it here is Scott. You all right, Scott? I'm all right. but you've got them in a skirt. I'm not happy about that yet. You've got to hear me out, all right? They have plain black trousers down there, all right? So we're going to go with the multicoloured skirt. In fact, every family a different colour. You all right? I'm prepared to listen. Fine. They've got little black socks. We're going to go with the long white hockey sock. How are you feeling? I'm feeling peculiar, if I'm honest with you. Now, unfortunately, I've been down there and they're all in underpants. So, according to the rules, there can be no pants, Scott. Are you out of your bloody mind, eh? You've got me standing here in hockey socks and a skirt with my balls hanging out. You sure you thought this through? I've done my best. What about pockets? Can I have pockets? I mean, I've got to put my money. I mean, I've got good Scottish money. It's very strong right now, the currency. It's £1 to the pound. Where am I going to put it? Can I have pockets? No, I'm sorry, we can't have pockets. English people have pockets. It's not acceptable to have pockets. So what am I going to do? Just carry it around? No. We're going to have a bag. A bag? Are you out of your mind? I'm already in hockey socks with the balls hanging out and a multicoloured skirt. Now you want me walking around with a handbag? It's not on. It's not going to be a handbag. It better not be. Because that's girly. It's not girly. We've done everything we can to masculinise the bag. It's going to be a cock bag. Are you serious? You want me walking around in long white hockey socks with my balls hanging out? With a multicoloured skirt and a cock bag? It's still girly. It's still girly to have a bag. I don't care. We've done our absolute utmost to address the situation, and it's going to be hairy. It's a hairy cock bag. You're right with that? I suppose I'm all right with that, but what if people take the piss? I've thought of that too. You're going to have a knife in your sock, all right?
And of course, that's when the bees and the wasps start to chip in to your day, because they live outside, okay? So they'll start to come into your life. And you'll deal with the situation, I believe, as a British person, in one of three ways. You'll recognise yourself in this as we go through it. When a bee or a wasp buzzes into your life, bzzz, either you are firstly a wafter, okay? You'll know who you are if you're the wafters. They're quite cool, by the way. If you're a wafter, you're quite cool. You just deal with the situation. Bzzz, okay, I'll figure out. I don't need that. Bzzz, sure. Sometimes you don't even break stride in your conversations. So the other day you've just dealt with the situation. You're moving the air. You're not trying to hit it. I'm just going to move the air near you. And you'll know that this isn't an area where you're particularly welcome, okay? I'm a wafter. Right, next up, secondly, you have the stay-stillers. Now, they are very serious people. And they're very adamant that their strategy is the best one to deal with the situation. Okay, nobody move. Just stay completely still. Don't make it angry. Don't encourage it. They get quite angry with the wafters. Don't waft it. You're just making it angry. You're encouraging it. Don't encourage it. It's not interested in us, and we're not interested in it. See? It's gone now. Just stay completely still, and it'll get about its business, okay? Then, the third way, the total panickers, right? Is it on me? I can feel it! Has it gone? Has it gone? Has it gone? Oh my God! I can feel it! Did it go? Did you see it go? It's massive. Oh, I can still feel it. I can see it. Did you see it? It was massive. Oh my God. Was it a hornet? Was it a hornet? You know, if it gets you on the throat, you can die. You can die. Right? That's the third way. Now, wafters are able to upgrade and become total panickers. They allow themselves that privilege. You know? If their wafting is ineffective and the wasp keeps coming back, then you can see them start to panic. Which is why wafters really hardly ever get stung. And total panickers almost never get stung. You know who gets stung? The stay-stillers. Because they cannot break out of their seriousness. They are such firm believers that they have the right strategy. And this is why I thought of this. I've got a friend, he's a stay stiller, and a wasp not only buzzed around him, but landed on his face. And he just went, the best thing to do is stay completely still. I'm not so sure about that, it's on your face. I don't want to encourage it. But you're just encouraging it to crawl into your eye. It's walking towards your eye. He's like, no, the best thing to... It's not interested in me. It seems pretty interested in you. Why don't you waft it? The worst thing I could do is waft it. To stay completely still, then another one landed on the other side of his face. I'm like, dude, you now have 2 wasps on your face. And it stung him. I've got to say, it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Because he couldn't just scream. He had to make out that he was still in the right. And he just went... It has now stung me. It stung my face. It stung me on the face. But I think the best thing to do is to not encourage it to sting me again. If a total panicker gets stung, you know about it. It's like, bread of heaven, bread of heaven.
You're insane. You do know that, don't you? You are insane. Most of you look at me as if to say, oh, thank God the comedy's over. It's just like Chaffle. I love it. I love the sing-song. This is great. This is absolutely great. I could not go to a theatre in the whole of England and go out and go, dear Lord and Father of mankind, piss off. It's very unlikely. Forgive our foolish ways. But you're like, oh, I love it, bread of heaven. If I had some bread earlier from heaven, it's all right, bread of heaven. Are you all right? I'm full up on bread of heaven. Me, I am. I love that you sing it at the rugby, don't you? At the rugby. This is a lovely thing. That, you know, sporting events can be extremely hostile, but you're there going, hymn number 237, all right? Bread of heaven, all right, we all right? Let's sing it, let's belt it out tonight. You've got the New Zealanders, you know, giving all the haka, come on! You look a bit hostile, go on, have some bread, it's from heaven, chill out, man.
So I've been here all week, which is quite exciting. But the thing that really annoys me, playing on these massive screens, is that I can't see what you see. I can't. I have no idea what I actually look like in this game. It's extremely frustrating. That's the back of my head, incidentally. That's what I look like from the back. It's very rare that you ever see what you look like from the back. You only ever see the back of your head at the end of a haircut. That's the only time most people see the back of their head. And let's be honest, we genuinely don't give a shit. People care greatly what they look like from the front. From the back, not interested, especially men. It's a very awkward moment for a man at the end of a haircut when we're presented with the back of our head. And they look at you for approval. Do you like the work I've done back here? I think in the history of hairdressing, no man has ever reacted in this moment in any other way other than, yeah. Do people go, I love it, I'm leaving backwards, I'm spending the rest of my life in reverse. We don't care. Men are just grateful to still have hair. We're just grateful, we don't care what haircut. We go for a haircut, they ask you questions before even the hair wash. So what are we doing today? Some kind of consultation? We have nothing to say at this moment. Haircut, that's what I want, haircut. I want to leave here with less hair than when I entered in the building. I like people who go bald, but they a little bit stays in the middle. They have like a little island of hair that breaks away from the mainland. And they keep the island. They must think, shall I keep the island? I'll keep the island. Maybe they can build a little walkway to the mainland. I saw one bloke with this, and it was in the shape of an arrow. He had a pretty decent arrow on the top of his head. And I wondered when people ask him directions, does he tell them or just go... Of course, a very different story for women. hairdressing, layers and colours and tints. My wife has all these lotions and potions. The amount of creaming she does. Hours. She comes out of the shower. We're still 2 or 3 hours from getting into the bed. This creaming, different creams. Just creaming myself, and I can be with you in about 45 minutes when it's creaming my entire body. Sliding across.
She said to me the other day, she said, can you get me this cream? It's a miracle must-have cream, and it's in all the shops. Really expensive. I said, what's it for? You got all the creams in the world. She said, it's for wrinkles. But what? You don't have any wrinkles. I know, Michael, and I won't. If I use this cream every single day, for the rest of my life, I'll never have wrinkles. That's why it's a miracle must-have cream. I'm like, well, when are you even due to have wrinkles? I don't know, Michael, 20 years or something? 20 years? You want me to buy you something 20 years in advance of you maybe getting it? This sounds like a rip-off to me, all right? And I will take it back. I don't like to be ripped off. I'm more than happy to walk in there in 2029 and go, look, I purchased this cream 20 years ago. I've got the receipt, which you'll notice is in a better condition than the face of my wife. I want a full refund. These cosmetics departments, they're the weirdest place I've ever seen. Big, bright lights everywhere. And people working there, they seem to have every product they sell on their face. They can't even move their own faces. Can I interest you with anything from the Clarins range? It's all over my face. Just pick what you want from the face. They even asked me a question as I was walking through. She said, excuse me, sir. What is it? Quick question about your face. Sorry, you have a question about my face? Yes, it's looking very dry. I should have a wet face, should I? You don't have a wet face? Don't see anybody else with a wet face? She asked one of the most difficult questions I've ever been asked. She said, what is your daily skin routine? Every day I have skin. What exactly are you getting at? But I don't really think that I'm not a generous man. I did recently buy her a very beautiful dress. We went out shopping especially for a dress. Shopping for clothing can be quite tense with any women, I think, because she is the same size, but in different shops. She's different sizes, depending on how they interpret a different size. I really don't know why this is, but she can range from a size 8, and then next door she'll be a size 12. And if she's an 8, we have a really lovely day together. If she's a 12, we have to go home immediately. She'll be like, it's fucking leaving! What is it, darling? I'm disgusting, that's the problem! You sure you couldn't slip into them even with all the cream that you have on? Don't be fucking rude to me! It gets to the point she's more interested in the size than actually what she's trying on. She's like, oh, Michael, it's an 8! It's an 8! And it fits me really, really well. I mean, it's an 8, it just sort of slides on, and it's an 8! You don't know what this means, I've been waiting for this moment. Michael, it's an 8! Darling, it's a shoe. What are you getting so excited about? So I look around for this dress, a personal shopper. I've never met one of these before. The campiest man I've ever met in my entire life, who literally jumped into our life. I've never seen anyone so camp they jumped into our life. We're sort of looking around browsing, he came running over, excuse me! Hello? Are you shopping here today? Now, I have a bit of an issue with very camp gay men, and my issue is that I realise I'm quite camp myself. And I feel that if I behave normally, as a heterosexual, I'm sort of treading on their territory a bit. So I tend to go very much in the opposite direction. Are you shopping here today? What's he fucking look like, mate? Waiting for a try? Whereas, of course, naturally I would have gone, yes, and you can help. Yay! So he takes us into this room, right? Starts showing us all these dresses. And my wife's loving them. Have you seen this? It's very exciting, all these designer dresses. I knew it was too expensive. I knew there was problems here. When he gave me champagne as well. You have a glass of champagne and just sit there and let us girls sort it out. Okay. So finally she finds this one, she loves it. The guy's practically in tears. You know, so beautiful, I've never seen anything so beautiful in my life. My wife's like, can we afford it, Michael? No, we can't afford it. I knew this was going to happen. Nobody can afford this dress. It's a joke. People shouldn't spend this kind of money on something you can't drive, okay? It's not natural. But I could see how happy she was with it, and I could see the disappointment in her eyes. And quite frankly, I sensed an opportunity. So I said, look, I can see how beautiful you look in this, and I know that, we come here for a reason, and I want to make you happy, and you know how much I love you, and it's a special occasion. I was thinking mainly about the blowjob, and I think that you deserve it. You know what it's like after 10 years in a relationship. Blowjobs work on a sort of reward structure. There's no spontaneity left in the relationship. If I do a series of good things, she will make an announcement. Somebody might be getting a blowjob later. I even noticed over the years, I seem to be getting blowjobs on my birthday, which led to me on my last birthday actually saying the words, darling, will I be getting a birthday blowjob today? Then you enter into serious negotiating. Yes, Michael, you will. Would you like a quick one now or a long one later? I've got a lot to do in the kitchen. How romantic. Let me consider those options. I'm going to go for a quick one now in case one of us dies at lunch. How about that? So I said to her, look, come on, let's just get this dress before I change my mind. Let's get it in go. And she says, I need a clutch. I need a what? I need a clutch. Sorry, there's something wrong with the car? You're telling me this now? No, Michael, it's called a clutch bag. It goes with the dress. It's like an outfit. Have you not seen them? Do you know anything about fashion? So, no, I don't. What is it? It's just a little bag, and it's your essentials. Lipstick, keys, phone, that kind of thing. You just clutch it like that. And it matches the dress. Oh, all right, how much is that? £500. £500 for a little bag, for your lipstick and your keys and your phone. I said, for £500, I could hire a human being to walk alongside you, holding your lipstick and your keys and your phone. It's fun watching her try things on, though. Anybody try things on. People behave very oddly when they try things on, don't they? When they put dresses on and trousers. You walk in a way you'll never actually walk once you purchase the trousers. She walks into the changing room like a normal human being holding the trousers. Then she comes out doing this really, what do you think? What do you think of these trousers? I think they're quite nice. What are you doing? I'm seeing if they fit, but you don't need to be doing that in trousers. Men do the same thing. When I put a suit on, there's this whole suit thing that you do. What do you think of this suit? I think it's pretty good. No one's ever done this when they own the suit. But when they're trying it on, there's a huge preparation for acting like a complete freak in a suit. You wouldn't go to a business meeting going, hello, my name's Ian. Got a new suit and trousers. The main one is his shoes. When you try shoes on, you will go for a walk in the shoe shop. But it's not a walk you'll ever do anywhere else outside of the shoe shop. It's a shoe shop walk. You walk around in this sort of... I like these shoes. I don't think they'll rub. I'm just going to bang it for a bit. I think they're quite comfortable. They'll be perfect for my Elvis impersonation. I like them. Let me just push them with my thumb for no reason at all. The toe is in the toe section. That's ideal. All the other toes are there. If the toe was at the back, I wouldn't buy them. That'd be bizarre. The sides are filled with the sides of my feet. Perfect. Everything I wanted happened when I went down there. And I think I might definitely get this. They even have little mirrors where you can put your shoe under and look at the shoe from a slightly different angle. Oh, look, there's the shoe from that angle. The cat will love them. That's probably what the cat will see. They even give you one shoe. These lazy people who work in shoe shops, they bring out the shoes, they lace up one and hand you the one. And do we say, excuse me, people in life wear two shoes? You're wearing two shoes now. Oh, no, we don't. We take the one shoe, we go for a walk in that. This is good. I love this shoe. Give me two of these. Why would would you walk around the shoe shop in one shoe? There's no moment in your life that we would ever be recreating this moment. Wallet, keys, phone. I'm late. One shoe. I've got to go to a meeting. It's not just clothes that you try. Everything. You buy a sofa, you start bouncing on it and rubbing the fabric. If now you nobody sits like this at home. People don't come round to your house. Do take a seat. It's November, ladies and gentlemen. November's an odd month. People spend the whole of November basically saying, I can't believe it's November. I can't believe it's November. Can you believe that it's November? Well, yes, you see, we've had all the other months. You see how it works? If we'd just come out of April, you'd have a point. What are you talking about? Why do we live every year the same way and can't come to terms with the effects it has? The clocks go back. It's such a hugely strange night for everybody. You spend the whole of Sunday slightly jet-lagged. You know? And you spend the whole of the first week at 5 o'clock at the window going, look how dark it is. It's only 5 o'clock and look at the results. So December will come, right? December, we're all in December. Christmassy is a huge part of December. Christmassy. Everyone will be discussing this emotion of Christmassy. I don't know what it is about this year, I just don't feel Christmassy. Do you feel Christmassy? I haven't felt this. Sorry, you should ask that. I was just saying the other day, I don't feel Christmassy. At some point in December, there will be an announcement. Today, I felt Christmassy for the first time. Then when we get to Christmas, we have to get to the New Year, right? Christmas and New Year are separated by 6 days, between the 25th of December and the 31st. The strangest 6 days in the whole year. Nobody has a clue who they are. All rules have been suspended. People eat a lot of turkey sandwich. You start putting vegetables into sandwiches. You would never normally do this. You're like, I want a turkey sandwich. I want a turkey sandwich. Is there post today? Is the post come today? What day is it? Do you know what day it is? I don't even know what day it is. I want another turkey sandwich. When did the bins get taken away? Should I start my diet? Are the shops open? Have the sales started? Can I park here? Can I park here today? Was that the post? I think I just heard the post. I want another turkey sandwich. What time is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? I want to... If somebody said to you in June, do you want to watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? You'd be like, no. HD ready. Ready. I don't have it, but it's ready. Just looks at me with this little sign. I'm ready, okay? Just so you know. I'm ready for HD. Anytime you want to get HD, ready. Totally prepared for it. No rush to get HD. But when you get it, what you will find is a television who was born ready for HD. I feel slightly sorry for the TV in the bedroom that just sits there going, please don't get HD. I'm not ready. It's because I'm getting older, you see. My wife and I were the same age. Little things have started changing. For years, everything was the same. Everything was the same. But now we can feel it creeping in. It's not exactly old age, but little differences. For example, we can't stay up at night. We pass out. Every single... About 9:30 is a late one for us. We get so tired. You know when you click on the Netflix thing and it goes boom? That's the sound of my wife and I's head hitting the pillow and passing out. I can't get beyond it. So you can have an incredible night. You've all come in from the cold. You're all starting to feel Christmassy. You feel Christmassy? Oh, it's starting to happen. All the adverts and everything. It's so fun before Christmas, isn't it? Because you don't notice about the winter. You don't notice that it's dark and miserable because you're still focused on Christmas. Yeah. And then Christmas happens. And then you're just stuck, depressed in the winter. There should be 2 Christmases. There should be another Christmas a few months down the line because there's no special days to keep us going through the winter. Yeah. Pancake Day. How pathetic is Pancake Day? Compared to Christmas, there's no build-up to Pancake Day. People aren't like us, only 2 more shopping weeks till Pancake Day. Got the flour and the eggs, need a bit more milk, and then I'm done nice and early. I can relax and enjoy it. Do you know, today I saw a lemon wedge. And I felt all Pancake
pancakey inside. I'm so into it this year. It's Pancake Day. Pancake Day tends to be the day after Pancake Day. We're like, oh, was yesterday Pancake Day? We've done it again. It was a Tuesday. Damn. I can make you a pancake now if you like. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. And it will get colder, of course. You know, it'll get colder. The big, what do they call it? The big chill and everything. The beasts from the east. That'll all start happening. Beasts from the east. Frozen windscreen day. That's a big one. It's a big one. When you sit in the car, it's like an igloo. You can't see out of it. You can't see out of the window. You can't see out, so you have to defrost it. Sometimes you could roll the window down, can't you? You roll the window down, and then you roll it back up, and then that does the side. They come back, oh, it's gone. That doesn't work with snow. Every time it snows, we make the same mistake. We sit in the car, we roll the window down, the snow remains compacted, staring at us, as if to say, you are an idiot, and then it falls into the car. Why? Why did I do that? Why did I do that again? I did that last year. Frozen windscreen day, you sit in your igloo, you put the heating on, you put the blower on. There's two buttons, there's one for the front, there's one for the back. You don't know which is which, so you put them both on. You put them both on, because when you drive, you need both. People don't just do the back and I'm going to reverse to work. No, get both on. And you sit there, you're waiting for the car to heat up so that the defrosting will begin before you. It's quite boring, but it's a lovely moment, isn't it? When just in the middle, at the bottom, of your frozen solid windscreen, a tiny little opening starts to form. Tiny little half-moon shape. A little aperture, and you look through it, don't you? There it is! The outside world! And then very strangely, you find yourself driving away. Even your own brain goes, what are you doing? I know these roads. Winter now, when the clocks go back, that's the autumn one. The back is the good one because you gain an hour. My wife is always on at me to change the one in the kitchen. That's the clock. She likes that clock. She's like, can you just make sure that the kitchen one, okay, every year, can you just sort the kitchen one out? Can you change that for me, darling? Because it's on the other time. And the clocks have changed now. The clocks have gone back. It sounds an easy job. As you take the clock, it's like an old-fashioned clock, take it off the wall, and there's just the nail sticking out, and on the back there's a wire. And you fiddle it, there's a little box, like a tiny little mechanism with a AA battery, which I think is our favourite. I think it's our favourite battery, because you know that we always have it in stock. You know, if it's AA, I probably have that. I have it. I'm fine. AAA is okay. C's and D's, it gets a little bit more tense. When it's the square one, you're like, there's no way I've got this one. The square one has a life under it. You don't even need to put it in. The square one, there's a wire and a hat. You can actually put it on it. I'm not like this or outside of the appliance. I'm the square battery. Anyway, you twiddle it back an hour, and then you think, well, I'll just pop that back on the wall. There's the nail, there's the wire. You keep a visual on the nail, visual on the wire. You start moving the clock towards the wall. You maintain visuals. I see the nail, there's the wire. You lose visuals, but you don't panic. You just adjust your position, and that should just slot nicely onto the... Why hasn't that? You don't panic, you look again. There's the nail, there's the wire, and it's just hovering above it, so if I don't move it, and then move it in, that should just slot on. After a while, you don't even look, you just start dragging it down the wall. Surely it should collect the nail. It's like someone standing behind the wall just removing the nail. Don't tell him. Last year, it took me over an hour to put the clock back on the wall. I lost the hour that we'd gained from the clocks going back. For most people, the clocks go back an hour. For me, they went forward 7 minutes. So there are 20 people here tonight who are in Emmerdale. Is there anyone left in Emmerdale? Tomorrow's episode is going to be pretty boring. Tomorrow's just going to be a few sheep going, where is everybody? We're at Michael McIntyre's Comedy Roadshow. Bah. I think I've jazzed the music up. You should go with my version. You should have somebody dancing? The fields are so boring. Have me on the hill.